Hey there, Lindsay here again with more coverage from the Heirloom Rubber Stamp Show and Paper Arts Festival, where Stacy from sweetstamps.com is going to show us how to make this really cute glittery stamped card. Isn't that beautiful? And I think she's got a different technique than what we're used to, so I can't wait to see what she's got in store for us.
Hi! Okay, we're going to start by taking a trading card size and stamping our image. And I just do this in dye ink. You don't need to heat emboss it or anything.
Is it waterproof or just any dye ink?
Any dye ink will work just fine, because what we're going to do next, after we get that image on there, is take our super sticky tape, and we carry this in a roll that's 2.5 inches wide. So it's the exact same size as the trading card.
Oh, nice.
And we're just going to set that right on there. I like to make it easy.
How much is a roll of that?
$29.95. It's made in the U.S. and you get 55 yards.
That is huge.
Yes, and
Wow.
it has a paper liner, so you can tear it by hand.
Oh, nice.
I just cut it with scissors so it will be even with this. All right, now that we have the tape on there, what I'm going to do is just pull the liner back. And it is a double-sided tape, totally clear. We're going to take our glitz, which is a microfine transparent glitter, and we're just going to sprinkle that on there. And this is finer than the ultra fine that we usually use for crafting. Just kind of burnish that in with your fingers. Get it all stuck on there, all nice and neat. And now to add colors, we're going to use a Dove blender pen, which has a colorless blending solution in it. We're also going to use a watercolor paint, a Peerless watercolor paint, dye ink, and a marker to do our coloring. And I forgot to pull out my greens, so I'm going to get some green markers here too.
Can you talk about the Peerless paints? Many people don't know what they are.
Yes, the Peerless paints. I love the Peerless paints. These are watercolor paints that are fused to a film. They've been out since the late 1800s. They used to use them to color photographs before there was color photography. You can use them with a wet paintbrush on cardstock, but on vellum or the glitz, I like to use the Dove blender pen. And I'm going to show how you can use the different mediums on there too. And you can see I'm just putting a little bit of color down. I'm going to take my blender pen now, make sure it's clean. And now I'm just doing short little circles where I'm blending the colors. If you get outside the lines, you can usually just swipe your pen off, swipe that clean, and go back over the area to clean it up. This makes it look like you can do everything all nice and neat and always stay in the lines.
Love that.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
I told you I like to make it easy. All right, now for the hydrangea part, I'm going to use a mixture of the Peerless watercolor paints, an ink pad, and a marker. And I'm just going to take the marker, I'm just going to scribble some colors here and there. This is one of my favorite flowers to do because it's really easy. For your ink pad, you can squeeze in the lid. If you have an ink pad that doesn't have a squeezable lid, you can always take that ink and stick it on something plastic, a wrapper, a CD, even an acrylic block. Throw some of these inks on here, clean off the pen, take some of the paint from the Peerless.
That's beautiful.
And now I'm just going to take the pen and do little circles to fill in all the little flower areas. I can always go back in and add some purples or some blues if there's certain areas I wanted to get more color in. But I like the mixture look of it.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It looks like Copic, but without the expense of the Copic markers.
Yeah, or you don't have to work as hard either.
Yep.
You know, the surface stays kind of coated, so the markers blend on it a lot easier. And then I just need to go in. I'm going to go in with the little tip of the marker. And you can color full strength on there too, but I like the watercolor look. Here we go.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this demo with us today.
You're welcome.
Stacy from sweetstamps.com. Look underneath the video and you will see a link to their shop so you can check them out online if you aren't here at the show. Thanks so much. Happy crafting.